Hello, everyone. Welcome to the fourth lecture of the second unit, Interpretative Frameworks. In this unit, we will discuss what interpretative frameworks are, what are the different types of interpretative frameworks, and what is the purpose of using these frameworks. If we talk about interpretive framework, it means that the philosophical assumptions that you have, the assumptions that you're going to use, what are you actually believe in, and what are you actually going to do about it. So there are different types of interpretive frameworks, such as positivism, social constructivism, transformative framework, postmodernism, pragmatism, and others. Knowingly or unknowingly, you would be taking a certain kind of philosophical stand. Initially, when I started researching, I didn't know much about these frameworks. I didn't know much about different paradigms, and I just researched whatever my supervisors were telling me. But later on, I realized that if you are researching, it is very important for you to understand the paradigms and take a stand, because only then you will be able to recognize the kind of research that you want to do, the area that you want to work on, and you will be able to design your research properly. So if you if I coming back to the types of interpretive frameworks, the first one is post positivism. So a post positivist researcher sees that whatever I am inquiring about, there would be kind of a single reality, but people might have different perspectives and there'll be different ways of collecting the data. So this is mostly used by quantitative researchers. They believe that there is kind of one reality, but perspective might be different in the same reality. Whereas social constructivism is kind of more closer to qualitative research, who believe that everything in the world is subjective, and our goal is to rely on the participant views, their experiences, and how they are viewing things, rather than relying on a theory and then putting it on them. We usually induce a theory from the researchers and create a pattern or a theory. Then we have a transformative framework. In this framework, we believe that knowledge is not neutral and it reflects, what is going on in the society. It reflects who has the power, what is the social response relationship, and the reality might change accordingly. Over here, the mostly the qualitative researchers work on the marginalized group. Later on, you will study in the ethnographical research that there is a kind of ethnographical research where the researcher is advocating for the rights of the people who are marginalized, who are not being treated good or fairly in their society. So here we make the voice of the participants more heard, that what the participants are going through, what they are saying. Then we have modernism. In this post modernism, the researcher makes an attempt to link the research with the world today, and he keeps in mind the different perspectives of the class and the race and the gender. It has multiple discourse as well, and it focuses on on the construction of the research in terms of different language and taking care of different perspectives. Then comes pragmatism. Usually, pragmatism focuses on the outcome of the result. They say that whatever are the actions, there will be some consequences. The people who believe in pragmatism, they don't believe in a particular philosophy or a reality or a particular, they don't take a particular stand, but they say that you should go and you should find out that what is the best way of doing it, what is the best way of finding the solution, whether it's a quantified way, whether it's a qualified way, whether it's a mixed method way, and you should offer that. There are many other frameworks as well. We have feminist theories, critical race theories, queer theories, disability theories. Mostly the three main paradigms that you will be working on are the positivism, constructivism, and pragmatism. Usually, quantitative researchers believe in positivism, qualitative researchers believe in constructivism, and then we have pragmatism, which is more like a mixed method kind of a research. As a conclusion, you as a researcher should have a particular interpretative framework, whatever you believe in, whatever you take a stance in, and then work accordingly, because that will determine your methodology, as we have discussed in the previous lecture in the same unit. That will develop your, that will give you an idea of your research design, the data collection tools, the analysis tools. So obviously, your research question will be strongly influenced by your interpretative framework and how you are working on. So this will be the end of your lecture 4 of Unit 2. Thank you.